my name is Gigi. I'm the owner of Gigi's Fabric Shop, home of Juki Junkies and Janome's Junkies. In today's video, we're going to dive into the fabulous Juki DX7. I think she's one of our, I would say probably the #1 computerized sewing machine, and I'll tell you why. Before I dive into my 3 favorite things that I love about the Juki DX7, I just want to tell you why I love this machine, which, by the way, this is the one that I have at home. She's super powerful, so she's great for like lots of layers, like bag making, but at the same time, she's super quiet. She's got tons of stitches, she's got an amazing box feed system, and on top of that, she's super versatile. So I think you'll agree once you hear me talk about this machine. Now let's talk about my first feature that I absolutely love is the foot switch function. So you've got your foot pedal, which when you press here, it goes, but when you press the heel of the foot, you can actually assign the function of your favorite feature, whether it's trimming your thread, reversing your stitch, or doing a single stitch, or pretty much just lifting the presser foot. So let's show you how you assign this. So come over here and you're going to press this little toolbar, which takes you to the settings, and you're kind of going to go through your little doors of opportunities over here, and this is the one for the heel that you want to program. So you're going to press OK, and here are all the different options. We have a reverse stitch, we have a lock stitch, which I absolutely love, we have needle up and down, hey, do 1 stitch and tie a knot, and let's see, foot pedal going up, thread trimmer, and hey, I don't want anything. If you don't like it, hey, take it off. But let's go back and do reverse, because that is going to be my favorite one. So let's press OK. Now I'm going to put the foot pedal on the floor so that you guys could actually see this feature in action. So I'm going to put some fabric, and I'm going to pretend like I'm sewing, and I'm going to press my foot pedal forward. And then when I press that heel, I'm going to press that heel back and see how it sews backwards. So any of those features that you want to set up on that heel, you definitely can, and it's sewed perfectly backwards. All right, so that is feature #1. I was just thinking about, if I go into the settings, did you know that you can scroll to the button that talks about going backwards? Okay, so we have this, hey, go reverse. I'm going to press on this little guy, hit OK, and you can actually increase or decrease your speed of your reverse button. Waha! Talk about the second feature that I love, which is the float function, which prevents uneven seams. What in the world are we talking about? We're talking about this little button right here, which really, if you're familiar with our Juki TL models, it's very similar to the micro lifter on the Juki TL models. What this allows is for you to have a little bit more clearance under your fabric, under that presser foot. But before I dive into that, let me go into the settings so that you guys could see how I could actually adjust how much distance I have from the top of my presser foot to the bottom. So let's scroll, oops, I just missed it right there. So I could do 2.5 or I can lower it. So too much or too little, wherever you want to be. All right, so that's what's so awesome about this, is that you can get more or less needle or space clearance there. All right, so I'm going to do the biggest one, which is 2.5, hit OK, and voila, it's done. So here's without that feature turned on, and when I turn it on, look at that. So you get a lot more space on there, and by raising that, you're going to sew your fabrics without pushing those layers or creating those uneven seams. So now let's say that I don't want to have the floating function. I can just come over here and turn it off, and we're back to normal. So the last feature that I want to talk to you guys about is my top favorite. If I had to pick one, this is it. It's the presser foot pivoting function. I'll show you what exactly that is. When you are sewing, if I am sewing and I come to a corner, okay, and I want to turn, I have to grab the presser foot, lift and turn, right? And then I just come down and I sew away. But with this feature, I don't have to do that, and I'll show you exactly. I'm actually going to stop there and I'm going to turn it on so you guys could see what I'm talking about. I'll show you. Come to the settings and you're going to scroll to, I think it's this one, yes, right here. So you either have it on or off. So I'm going to press on, hit OK. You ready? Watch this. So I'm going to sew away, and when I come to that corner and I stop, I went a little too far, but you see what I mean. So let's sew away. Nobody's sewing straight here because I'm not really paying attention. I come to a stop, voila! She comes up and does it again for me. And you could actually have this on or off, so I always have it on because I absolutely love it. But what is great about this is if you're doing applique work or you're working on corners or curves, this is a must-have. And I will tell you that once you have this feature, you can't go back to a machine that doesn't offer the pivoting function. All right, guys, so I have to give you a little bonus at the end because why not? I want to show you guys how she can sew such thick stuff for our bag makers and those of you that really want to do like light upholstery, but anything like that that is pretty thick. Let me just show you. Here are 2 layers of cork, okay? And I'm gonna press it down, sew away. Let me just increase that stitch length because I know I'm gonna go crazy here in a minute. So 2 layers of cork, totally beautiful. And let me show you the stitches, gorgeous. And then let's do 4 layers and see what that looks like. I know I didn't push my thread out of the way, but that's okay. And let's see what that looks like. By the way, I'm pressing the cutter on the front of the machine with my hand, and look at that, gorgeous. So 4 layers of cork, totally fine. I wish I had some light fabric to show you guys so you could see the versatility, but I do have something that I'll show you even what else I could do. Let's just say that we're gonna sew 2 layers of a strap, all right? I like to bring that needle down anytime I have something thick, which by the way, when you're sewing thick stuff like this, you definitely want that top stitch needle. And I have a size 16 needle. I'm sewing slow on purpose so you guys could see it. Look at that. Let me cut. No problem. So 4 layers of cork and 2 layers of a strap. Voila, perfect. Well guys, that is a wrap on the Juki DX7. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And now it's time for me to go back to free motion quilting, obviously, since I've been wearing our glove. I'll see you next week.